use very short and simple language. Okay, short and simple phrases. And then it seems like the kid understand her instruction. But I agree with you that she should check, okay, if the student understood her or not. Alright, in this case, you just gave the instruction. But maybe she thinks that this game, or she thought that this game was familiar with the kids. So she didn't need to check it. Maybe she organized this game very often. Okay? And according to the teacher too, the student just sit, okay, all the time. Yeah, actually, maybe we should ask student, yeah, during the 20 minutes lesson, student just sit all the time. So maybe she should change a little. Okay, maybe she should ask them to stand up or do something else instead of just sitting. Yeah. And however, in this case, the teacher managed the student very well. There were um, 11 students in this lesson. Okay, and during the lesson, most students paid attention to the teacher. And if the student didn't pay attention, the teacher called their name. Okay, sometimes. And after that, they kept silent and then listened to the teacher and participated in the lesson. Yeah, it was a successful lesson, and the class is well managed. The class was well managed. But actually, yeah, I totally agree that like the teacher should kind of change a little during the lesson. Maybe the kid shouldn't sit all the time, and maybe and one more thing, she should really check students' understanding of the instructions. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and at the end of the lesson, she gave students some stickers, but she didn't give the reason why. And it seems like all the students receive the same amount of stickers. Yeah. You should say, okay, today you are kind of you acted very well, or you answered my question correctly, or you played the game very well, or you kind of obey the teacher, something like that. Okay, and different kind of students who acted differently should be given different amounts of stickers. Okay, thank you. Now, and please watch another video. This video is shorter, a lot shorter. And the class was bigger, with more students.
Hello, teacher. Hello, Lily. How are you today? Happy. Okay. Everybody, we can start the lesson today with a song, alright? Now stand up and sing the song with me. Ready? Are you ready to sing? Everybody, stand up. Ready? Okay. I have a very interesting song for you. Stand up, ready? Stand up. Hachi, please.
Hey everybody,
Everybody, let's make a circle. Out of the middle, okay?
make a big circle.
Do it
Here
like
we
this.
start. You put one hand in, you put one hand out. You put one hand in and you shake. You do the hokey and turn around. Everybody turn around. You put two hands in, you put two hands out. You put two hands in and you shake. You do the hokey and clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. You put one foot in, you put one foot out. You put one foot in and you shake. You do the hokey and sit down. Everybody please sit down. You put 2 feet in, you put 2 feet out. You put 2 feet in and you shake. You You do the humpty humpty and stand up. Everybody please stand up. You put your head in, you put your head out, you put your head in, and you shake, 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 shake. You do the humpty humpty and sing a song. La 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 la. You put your backside in, you put your backside out, you put your backside in, and you shake, 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 shake. You do the humpty humpty and be quiet. Everybody please be quiet.
Okay. Đến trắng quá.
Backside in, you put your backside out, you put your backside in, and you shake, 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 shake. You do the humpty humpty and take a bow. Everybody take a bow.
Wow, we have finished an interesting song. Everybody, let's repeat my rule. Repeat my rule. 1, 9, 6. 2, no talking. Okay, we repeat it again. 9, 6. No talking. Very good. It's the last time we have learned about some things in the house. Do you remember all the things? Okay, can you repeat them? Oh, eat a tray. Oh. Ah, what's it? Knife. Okay, thank you. Everybody say, eat a knife. I want to show you. Oh, look at that. Who now raise your hand? Come on, see. Oh, Bảo An. What is it? Cell phone. Very good. Mở hay louder? Cell phone. Okay, come back to see. Cell phone. What? It's the fan. Very good. Okay. Oh, who's that? Lamb. Very good. Lamb. Good job. Who now? Raise your hand. What is it? It's a it's a dog. Very good. Okay, come back to your seat. Oh, look at that. What? No, okay. Listen to her. It's a bag. Everybody say, eat a bag. Thank you. And I want to show you another. And let's tell me. It's a bowl. Very good. Thank you. Who knows this? Microphone, please. Chopstick. Very good. Okay. Everybody, look at that. No talking. Yes. Everybody, let's tell me. What is it? Oh, sorry. What is it? Table. Very good. I have one table here. And today, let's see that. I bring to the class. Wow. Look at that. What is it? It's a house. Alright. Another house. Look at that. House. Oh, but this house doesn't have anything. This house doesn't have anything. So I want to put something on the house. Oh, look at that. What is it? Window. I will put the window for the house. Look at that. Oh, take something for the house? Okay, yeah. Let's put something for my house like that. Yeah. Okay, do you want to do that? Okay. Yeah. You say yes. Yes. Okay, let me look at that. I have something like that. Let's say that word. Window. Alright. And what is it? Very good. What's it? What's it? Okay, everybody. I will call two people. Listen to me. Listen. Sit down and listen to me. I will call two people come here to play with me. And you have to stick one thing to the house, okay? You have to stick one thing to the house. Việt Anh, listen to me. Việt Anh, listen to me. Okay, now sit. No talking. Okay, two people. You have to stick something in the house to me. Okay, you understand? For example, I say, hey, I can see, no talking. I can see a table in the house. Oh, where table? Table here. Table, you have to stick in the house, okay? Two people will play together. Who has stick faster will be the winner, okay? Who wants to play? Teacher me. Okay, hang up and Minh Tuệ, come here. Okay. This is your house, okay? And this is your house. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, I need a fan. I need a fan. Stick your house. Very good. What is it? It's a fan. I need a sailboat. Oh, very good. You stick here. Okay. What is it? Very good. I need a dog. Where's a dog? Good job. What is it? A dog. I need a train. Good. Okay. What is it? Yes. I need a boat. Okay. Thành Ngọc got it. Thank you, Thành Ngọc. What is it? Yeah. I need a lamp. Yes, very good. Thành Ngọc. You are so faster. I need a table. Oh, Minh Tuệ got a table. Very good. What is it? I need a bed. Yes, very good. Okay. What is it? Okay, hang up. Now, you please come here. Now, Minh Tuệ, come here. Hang up, come here. You show to all the class here. What are in your house? Okay, now you hold it. Okay, you hold it and say, yes. Very good. Thank you, Thành Ngọc. Everybody clap. Yay. Thank you, Thành Ngọc. Good job. I will give you my sticker. Okay.
Suy về đi con. Đăng về chỗ đây.
It's a table. Very good. Wow, your house is beautiful. Thank you, Minh. Yay, high five.
Okay, so now you have to watch the second video. Now please give comment on the class management skill of the second in the video, of the teacher in the video. Okay, so what do you think about the lesson? It is a well-managed class. And what techniques or what skill, what techniques did the teacher use to manage the students? Actually, it was a public kindergarten. Okay, so you can see that normally there are about 30 students. That in that lesson there were more than 20 students because some of them were absent. Okay, so yeah, a private message. Thank you. Yeah, there is a private message. I think that uh, the teacher used English all the time, which is good. But I think the class was noisy, and the teacher couldn't manage the class very well. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So what about other teachers, please? Actually, in the video, the teacher used some techniques like at the beginning, the teacher, yeah, a message. Uh, yeah, it's teacher Sam again. Wow, thank you for your detailed comment. Teacher started the specific rules and got a feedback from kids. She used intangible rewards several times. Kids were enthusiastically interested. She repeated no talking rules at some point. One kid said to his peer, no talking too. I think she could have called on students individually so she could speak one at a time as the peer listened. That could have helped to reduce the chorus killer response. Before the game, she encouraged the kids. Before the game. She encouraged the kids to say "teacher me" with hands raised as demonstrated. I think during the activity, she could have made the kids playing face their peers instead of playing back their peer, nonetheless. After the presentation, she said thank you to the kids and she started the reason for sticker with a number of kids. I think she did well. Yeah, thank you. I also think that it was a good lesson. Just look at, please look at the kids. There were more than 20 kids. Okay, bracket of 22. All right, and they were about kind of 5 years old at that time. Yeah, and actually at the beginning of the lesson, she asked the kids to repeat some kind of classroom rules. Okay, and during the lesson, we agreed that the class was a little bit noisy, but the kids was more and they were active. Okay, yeah. And one more thing, in this case, sometimes she repeated the rules like no talking, okay, and then she called the name of the student who, and then she called the name of the student who made noise, okay, who didn't follow the rules. And I agree that, yeah, look at the student here, okay. Yeah, she organized the activity. Look at here. Okay, she actually the pictures or the class here should be bigger, and she placed the class on the table, and this table was higher than the student. They couldn't see. Okay, and then they couldn't pay attention. I think that she should place this picture on the floor. She should have placed the picture on the floor, or she should have used a board. She should stick them on the board, and then everyone or student can have a look, can look at the board, can see it. could see it, and then they could follow the teacher. Okay, and one more thing, like teacher San mentioned, I totally agree. Like this one, she asked some students to play the games. All right, and student stood face. Okay, a student kind of stood with a back to other student, and then other students couldn't know what their friends were doing. They just saw the back of their friends. Okay, and then many students kind of talked together during the game. The first thing, because they couldn't see here, okay, and then they couldn't know what their friends were doing. Actually, in this case, she should kind of place things, or she should have placed the pictures on the floor, or she should have stuck the pictures on the board. Okay, so that, or then the table should be in this side, okay, and then the student can see what the friends were doing. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Mhm. Yeah. All right. So now let's start for video watching. Okay. Yes. And now let's come back our slide, and we have small task for classroom management. Okay. Now, group work. Now I would like you to work in groups together. We do not have a lot of time now, so maybe I just form 3 groups, group 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then please create classroom rooms for your English class and the rainbow system to maintain them. The classroom rules. Okay, what rules do you create? And then how do you maintain? How do you kind of maintain the rules in your class? Like ask students to repeat or using the word, something like that. Anything to do. Okay, you can share your role experience. And now, because we do not have a lot of time, I just form 3 rooms, okay? And I'd like you to work in the rooms with your teammates. And after that, I will ask each rooms to present your rooms and then the rainbow system, okay? Now, I have created different breakout rooms, and then please join your room. Okay, you have about 10 to 15 minutes to discuss, maybe 15 minutes. Okay, thank you. See you after 15 more minutes.